so this part, I'm gonna leave all this in here too. So this part is about to be really corny, but it's gonna be a trademark. What you're gonna do is you're gonna look in the camera.
Yeah.
I'm gonna introduce myself, and then you introduce yourself. Like, I'm an RVA artist.
Got it.
Feel it? All right. It's your boy Kalen, aka Chain Django, and I'm here with
Alex Williams.
And I'm an RVA artist.
And I'm an RVA artist. A-Will Photo.
Keeping all that.
Keep the hashtag.
I'm not editing that shit.
Keep the hashtag. A-Will Photo.
First, Alex here, he's a photographer. I know him from high school. Mainly does sports photography. So what got you into photography?
It was actually by accident. So my junior year of high school, I had signed up for journalism too, and they put me in photojournalism, and I couldn't switch out, so I was kind of stuck in yearbook class. And then we do all these core events for military, since it's a military high school, and I didn't want to do them, so I got out of it by doing photography, and I eventually got good at it. Stuck with it.
So I see you mainly do like sports photography. So what got you into sports photography instead of regular photography?
Well, I mean, I've been into sports my whole life. I used to be an athlete. That sounds whack as shit. All right. Well, I've been into sports my whole life, and I kind of find portrait photography awkward because it's just you and one other person, and just like stand here and smile. Like, nah, that shit's weird. But like sports is just natural. You just catch people at their best and worst moments, and it makes for a great story. So
being that you used to play sports, and especially football, how does that help you with your photography?
Well, as far as football goes, I just know where everyone's gonna be. Always, like for our team at least, I know the plays. Being an athlete and a former athlete and a photographer, you just have a better feel for the game. Like athletes respect you more because like they know you used to play, or like they just know you from old sports, old teams, and things like that. And yeah.
That you're also, transitioning more from photography into video. So what caused that? How's that been for you?
So I was doing photography for about a year, sports photography, and you always see these videos on Instagram, on Twitter, of like Ball is Life, Make Plays, Hoop Real, all these guys. It's mainly basketball videos. Just making these sweet mixtapes and all that stuff, and I'm like I can clearly do photos. I know how to work Photoshop with photos, so I wanted to try out video and Adobe Premiere, which you got me on, because I was with Final Cut at first, but Adobe Premiere is bounds and leaps better. But yeah, I wanted to try that out, see if I liked it. It makes more money than photography, and you kind of you can do more stuff with it. With photo, it's just like one still. With video, you have all these effects you can use. Not that you can on photo, but just a lot more with video. So
yeah, it's funny because like I actually got my camera. Like a lot of people, they consider me like a photographer.
Yeah.
But the reason I got my camera in the first place was so I can even do video.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely trying to take my video to the next level now. So what type of equipment do you use? So you're more of a Nikon guy?
Camera-wise, I have a Nikon D3300 with an 18 to 300 millimeter lens. Lowest aperture is 3.5 up to 6.3. I'm looking to get a lens like yours, 50 millimeter with a 1.8 aperture. And then camcorder wise, I have a Panasonic HC VX981. Gets up to 4K quality, which is like one step above 1080p. So yeah, it gets the job done like 30 frames per second, solid.
And so like how far do you plan on taking photography or videography?
I don't plan on majoring in it at college. I want to major in finance, but I mean, it's always nice to be able to like travel, go to different football, basketball, baseball games, things like that. Meet new people, new places, things like that. So I'll do it throughout college, but after college, we'll just have to see.
Okay. And obviously you see nowadays, photography, it's a pretty easy hobby to get into. So a lot of people say like everybody's a photographer nowadays. So like if you do have if somebody is genuinely interested in getting into photography, what tips do you have for that type of person?
Well, first, the best mode to shoot in is manual because you get the full capacity of the camera. So the three main things you need to know are the aperture, the ISO, and the shutter speed, and the relationship that goes with all three of those.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I see a lot of people, especially when they first get started, and even I was like this.
I mean, I was too.
Using the sports mode or the background, portrait
landscape,
mode.
yeah.
But really getting into manual and learning how to use manual, that's what
That's
like,
crucial.
That's how you really take your photography
separate
to the
from
next
the
level.
pack. Yeah.
So speaking of separating, what aspects of your photography do you think separates you from other photographers?
From what other people say, they say have just the eye. I like to fill the frame. A lot of people just kind of like take zoomed out pictures. I'm not a fan of that. I just something about filling the frame gives you more of a story behind the photo. So I try to do that as much as possible.
So I know you also got to work a couple like important events this year, like big games.
Yeah.
I know you got to go to the Jordan Brand Classic. I don't think that worked out, did it? 'Cause,
That Nike rep messed me up.
Yeah, that Nike rep. But I also know you did get to work the first annual Allen Iverson Classic, right?
Yeah, that was pretty good. So this guy named David Dickerson, he runs Hoop Kids and Hoop Elite, big basketball organization up in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, DMV. And so like he's more Nike oriented. So he got me the Allen Iverson, the first Allen Iverson All-American, and then the Jordan Brand Classic. He's looked out. He introduced me to this guy named Ron Bailey, who works for Ron Bailey works for I-95 Ballers and Hoyer Report. So first off, he set me up with it's Georgetown games, which is it was a cool experience because I was so used to shooting high school basketball games, and then next thing I know, I'm shooting for Georgetown in the Verizon Center. And then David Dickerson, he got me the Jordan Brand Classic, and he usually gets everything good to go. I mean, he did get everything good to go, but the Nike rep was a new guy for Nike, and so he messed up my media pass, but it was all good. I got to sit VIP, the Jordan Brand Classic, watch all the guys going to college next year play. Some of them are going to be in the NBA in 2 years.
And so I've actually shot a couple college games for ODU, like their basketball team. And so how does that? I haven't done any high school games, so I guess I'm asking you, how does that? Is there a real difference in like pictures at least, or is it just?
I mean, like it's the same. Like everyone's shooting, everyone's dunking, and things like that. There's definitely more dunks in college. The game is a lot faster, but I was trying to go for more of a crisp shot, so I had a slower shutter speed, trying to get more light in. But the Verizon Center, it has great lighting compared to the average high school basketball gym. So, but it was definitely the speed of the game that was different. There's more action to shoot. So,
definitely agree. That video you did, you have a couple videos for the baseball team, right?
Yeah.
Have you uploaded them on YouTube yet?
There's some on YouTube. Some YouTube took down because of copyright.
But I'll put that link in the description, so check in the description to see link to his stuff. So I think that's it for this interview. Thank you, Alex.
You already know.
Find him Instagram at
a.will20,
and you find me chained_Django.
Yes, sir.
And definitely see more work from Alex, and you'll see more from us. So shout out to ArtVA artists. Shout out to Kevin.
Shout out to Kevin.
What up? I think that's a wrap.
Dope. Can I just